Hey guys, it's Nathan from the Kentucky Cycling YouTube channel. Before I get into the details about the ride we're going to do today, I got to tell you that I'm totally geeking out about these new caps that we've ordered for their custom embroidered Kentucky cycling caps. So I'm going to include basically the URL below if you want to go out and get information about the pre-order on that in case you're interested in getting one. This is the royal blue, by the way. So we are actually in Howardstown, Kentucky. We're continuing our gravel adventure. We are in Nelson County, the county seat of which is Bardstown. Howardstown is actually probably got a New Haven address. I'm right in front of the St. Anne's Catholic Church. We're going to ride primarily in LaRue County. LaRue County is actually the birthplace of President Abraham Lincoln, so there's a National Historic Site there. We believe a fair amount of this ride is going to be along the Rolling Fork River. The ride is about 27 miles long, the vast majority of which we believe to be gravel. Really looking forward to it.
One thing we didn't realize until we started riding is that we were starting our ride on a short section of U.S. Bicycle Route 76, the Trans-America Trail. Originally organized for the 1976 celebration of the United States Bicentennial, this cross-country touring route draws cyclists from around the world and serves as the route for the Trans-Am Bike Race, an annual self-supported ultra-distance cycling race across the United States. On a related note, if you haven't seen it, I'd highly recommend the movie Inspired to Ride, which is one of my all-time favorite cycling movies. I want to give a shout out to John Bartram. He's ridden with us a couple of times now, and he does a lot of gravel exploration and is an active contributor to gravelmap.com. The route we are following in this video is a route that he put together. He did a previous ride down here recently, and I used his Strava data to put together a RideWithGPS route that I'll include in the YouTube video description.
So some of you guys have been viewers for a while may recognize this fella. This is Don Corleone. No, this is Vince Carmen from Kimball Lincoln Trails. And unlike Jacob, who's there, Jacob and I don't have the benefit of having a wife who likes to ride. This is Christine Carmen. So, man, I want to ask you guys, what's your impression of the ride so far?
I like it. We were talking about this will be on our list for next year.
In the winter when you can't ride on the regular trails.
Yeah.
Build endurance.
So we're about 9 miles in, and we're getting ready to start up a climb that we believe to be how high, Jacob?
450, 500 feet.
450, 500 feet, about a mile long. So we'll circle back around and see if you guys still like the ride when we're done.
I'm just going to put mine on touring or turbo. So
Oh, yeah. So in spirit of full disclosure, Christine is on an e-mountain bike. So she'll probably be sitting at the top waiting for us a while. And the hill, if you watch the Casey County video that we did, the two guys that Jacob and I rode with that day climbed up that hill, no problem. It was no joke. And Jacob and I were walking. So, you know, I may be walking a section of this and I'm just going to own it.
Puppy dog. Hi, puppy. All right, well, we are almost done with the end of our ride. You can look, we just finished the last road. This is the road back into Howardstown, and that sign right over there is the Nelson County line. So almost all of the ride was actually in LaRue County. Jacob, you've been on the vast majority of these gravel rides we've done this winter. What's your impression of this ride?
Well, this is my favorite one.
Why is that?
Mainly, the gravel was really good consistency for speed. It wasn't too thick. You know, there had a lot of hard packed gravel in it.
Yeah.
So there were areas where you could go pretty fast. There was a nice mixture. Some of it was kind of dry mud. Some of it was limestone. There's a couple of creek crossings that were really cool. We saw varied farm life, pig, goat, of course cows, and even a skunk, I think. It was a really cool ride and great for gravel cyclocross type riding. Enough road to wasn't too much road to make it boring and slow down, but a little bit of road to mix it up a little bit. So it was awesome.
All right, so we're going to transition to our e-mountain biker. She flew past us, made us look like a bunch of I don't know what on those hills. But here's Christine. So Christine, we're almost done. We're like half mile, from the start. What are your impressions now that you've been up that hill that you flew up and done the rest of the ride?
I'm really glad I was on my e-bike because not so much on a regular bike. It was fun. It was good. Beautiful countryside, so that makes it all worth it.
All right, Vince. We're getting overall ride impressions for the final stretch back in. What are your thoughts, man? I like it.
Very good. Well, we're up for the home stretch. I think this is one we definitely recommend to folks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, thumbs up.
All right.
If you found this video useful, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share. Thanks.